Hey you guys, what's up? I am back for another MF'N Advice video, so let's just get right into it. It's time for my motherfucking advice. It's time for my motherfucking advice. Yes. Okay. 7 letters. Let's get to them. The wrong roommates. My roommate and I haven't been seeing eye to eye lately. She is always inviting her boyfriend over without consulting me. I would walk in and see him in my chair with his things on my dresser, talking on the phone up till 2 o'clock in the morning, and went back at 7 a.m. in the morning and talk on the phone loud while I'm trying to sleep. Locks me out my room when she is having sex with her man and has sex with him while I'm sitting in the room. I was raped by my dad, and every time there is a man in the room, I don't get much sleep. So I guess her and her man thought I was just sleeping because I was breathing heavy, but I was really half asleep because of what I just told you. I could still, hear my surroundings. So she decided to have sex with her man while I was trying to get some sleep after I poured my heart out and asked them not to do it again. I'm stuck in a situation where I move in with someone I don't like, move in with someone whose friends are noisy, or stay in the room, which is my last option. What should I do in this situation? Okay. Yeah, that's that bullshit. Okay. First of all, if rules can't be set, like, what kind of, where y'all staying at is my question. Like, because I kind of feel like if, hold up. Because if y'all are staying in a dorm, hold on, let me get my life. This is Dazzling Plum by Maybelline. I'm gonna put it on right quick. Okay. Here's my thing. If you're staying in a dorm and there are rules in this dorm, is her boyfriend supposed to be there all night like that? Is he supposed to be there often like that? If y'all are just staying in apartments or some shit like that where you have a roommate, like, I don't understand what dorms don't have those types of rules. When I was in college, dorms had rules. Motherfuckers just couldn't be in your room all night talking on the phone and having sex and shit like that. If she don't understand that there needs to be boundaries, if he's here, can he not be on my shit? And if he, if he is here, he has to leave at a certain time at night. No, he cannot sleep here. No, y'all can't be fucking in this room while I'm here. Wait till I'm not here or some shit like that. But don't be here fucking while I'm here. Seeing as though you've already had this conversation with them, I think it's time for you to either tell on her, like, to whoever, whoever is over y'all dorm, or it's time for you to find a new roommate. Sometimes you may not like somebody, but y'all schedules might be better. Like, meaning she may not be home that fucking much. You feel me? So I really feel like, and then you had the other one, you said their friends are nosy. As long as them hoes ain't there all the time, what difference does it make? It's all about basically finding out what you can deal with and what you can't deal with. Obviously, this is something that you really can't deal with, seeing as though you did have that unfortunate situation of your father raping you, which I find so fucking deplorable, and I hope someone cuts his dick off. Just saying, like, that's horrific to me. Like, a father is the first man in a woman's life in anybody's life that they have, that's supposed to love them and be the right, man in their life. For that reason alone, that's the only daddy you're gonna have, and then they decide to do fuck shit like that. But that's because, I feel like women don't be knowing who the fuck they be having babies with. But that's another situation, because that's another conversation for another time that I don't want to get into right now. I'm very sorry that happened to you. I think that you need to go to therapy. I think you need to, I don't know if you are already going to therapy, but I definitely think that's something that you need to deal with. Don't just act like you're going to keep going in your life without dealing with that situation, I don't know if you have or not, but I'm just saying, I would advise you to get some type of therapy for that, because that's fucked up. And I don't know how you can go about your regular day in life and deal with that. The fact that you told your roommate about the situation and she's still doing that lets me know right there she don't give a fuck about your feelings, and she gonna keep doing whatever the fuck she want to do with her needy, dependent ass. She needs to be worrying about her fucking books and not that little boyfriend. And another thing, on the phone, 2 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, yeah, you not like me, because I'd have been like, get the fuck out. Raise the fuck up. No, fuck that. If you can go wherever he stay at, get the fuck out. Like, she needs to go by his house sometimes. If they need to fuck, she need to go, they need to leave and go get a hotel like grown people like to do. Y'all won't be grown fucking, go get a hotel room and fuck. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I kind of feel like, you know, you don't know what situation you might land in if you do move. So I don't want to tell you who to go with, but I do want to tell you that if you don't like start being more assertive with this situation, then it can persist. So I feel like you should probably just try to go with the person, whoever the roommate that you feel like is going to respect your feelings the most, and you sit down and have this conversation with them ahead of time. Look, I don't like no dudes being in my room all the time. I have issues with that. I'm working on it, but as of right now, those issues are not gone. So I don't want to have to deal with that. You need to just, the things that you can't deal with, you need to look at all of your roommate, you know, basically your roommate nominees and look at what you can deal with and what you cannot deal with. Different color, same love. Okay. I've been dating a white man for a while, little over a year, and he is the man of my dreams. He's currently in the market for a new job, and until recently, I did not stop to think about our relationship and how it would affect his career. One of my coworkers pointed out how he could possibly lose positions or interviews because of our relationship. While I do not know how they would always know about us, I thought back to the negative comments and dirty looks we get often, and how it doesn't feel so good because I have him there with me for the support. But what if he gets the same looks and comments because of me while I'm not there to support him? I guess my question to you is, do you think it's a good idea to break up with him or give it a chance, or give him a chance to add a career? Or should I be selfish and stay with him and stay with this man who truly butters my biscuits? LOL. Thank you for the advice. Take your time out to read. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. You're welcome, dear. And my advice is, fuck what everybody got to say. Fuck the dirty looks. Fuck the co-workers that want to be all up in your business telling you that he may lose opportunities because he's with a black woman. It's 2013. And yes, there are a lot of people that still do fuck shit like that. But at the end of the day, y'all relationship is not their business. As long as y'all are not broadcasting y'all relationship as soon as he goes into the job interview, I don't see what the problem is. Now, I know people like to search people Facebooks. Y'all need to make sure y'all Facebooks and shit are private so that people can't just go look through your shit and all of that type of stuff. That's my first thing, because I do feel like there are racist people out there, and let's just be better than safe than sorry. At the end of the day, no, never leave no good ass man regardless of what his color is because of what anybody else got to see. Girl, I'll punch you in your face if you leave this man talking about he the man of your dreams and you love him. You better not leave that fucking man over no shit like that. Jobs will come. And if y'all supposed to be together, y'all are gonna be together. If he's supposed to get a certain job, he's gonna get that job. Regardless of what y'all, races are. Fuck all that. Love is love. People need to mind their fucking business. And I can't stand that shit. People giving people dirty looks and all of that. What the fuck is that shit? Look, let me tell you something right now. Y'all all know I am not for like when black men say that they don't date black women. I don't like that. But at the same time, I'm very firm believer in love is love. And people are going to love and gravitate who they love and gravitate to. So as long as you're not doing it as an exception to somebody else, who gives a fuck? And fuck everybody that got something to say about it. Girl, you better love up on your white man. Girl, you better love up on that white man and make y'all some nice little mixed chicks babies. They better get the fuck with that dumb shit. Girl, you heard what I said. He'll be fine. He'll get a job. He's a white man. Trust me. He'll get a job. And you already got a job. Y'all will be A-okay. Don't listen to haters. Because sometimes people like to plant seeds in your head just to have you worrying about shit. But don't you worry, okay? Don't you dare that's out of your control. Don't let nothing like that worry you. The only thing that you need to be worrying about is how y'all performance, what y'all can give to a job in y'all relationship. And also everybody, I feel like, should have, if you know there are things on your Facebook that might be, upsetting to a potential job or potential, employer, then you need to make your shit private. Point blank, period. Make your shit private. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, girl, don't leave that. Is he using me? Is the next letter. Okay. I have known this guy for 10 years. We are like brother and sister. He has sickle cell anemia and has been in the hospital a lot for it. I hate hospitals, but every time he is sick, I go visit him in the hospital. I feel like he uses me. He may avoid me one day, but wants to be around me the next. We talk and become close when he is sick and in the hospital, but soon as he gets out, we become distant again. What should I do? Let the situation go, move on, just cut him off. Please help me. Great advice, please. Help me with great advice, please. Okay, okay, wait. Okay, see, the thing about this is I feel like if you're going over there to be there for him out of the goodness of your heart and because you love him and that's what you want to do, cool. But my question is he there for you? You say that he gets ghosts when he gets out the hospital. Is he there for you if you need him? If you go in the hospital, will he be there for you? That's the question. Like, I always say, don't do anything because you want something back in return, but you also shouldn't be giving that much of yourself to someone who wouldn't do the same for you. Okay? So if you feel like he's using you, if you feel like you can't call him and talk to him when you need him, yet you're always there for him, then maybe the next time his ass go to the hospital, you should let his family members worry about him. Maybe you should let his other friends that he seems to have time for when he's not in the hospital worry about him. You text him, you talk to him over the phone to make sure he's okay, but that don't mean you gotta go sit up there every time he go to the hospital. People with sickle cell anemia be sick a lot. You do not need to go to the fucking hospital every time he gets sick unless he's about to die. Don't go every time. Stop making yourself so available to him when he is sick. Unless he's like really sick, like, you know, I understand, like, you gotta go in the hospital every now and again, but like, unless it's something really serious, don't press yourself about it. I kind of feel like I know that situation, and I had to just cut my friend off because I felt like he was only, you know, when my dad died, he wasn't at my dad's funeral. The only guy my dad would ever let in the house, he was not there. He texted me. I didn't even get a phone call. My best friend since I was in the 6th grade. Okay, so, and I just cut him off. I can't deal with him. He's too bipolar. I can't deal with him with that one day I want to talk to you, the next day I act like I don't fucking know you. I don't have time for that. I have shit going on in my life, and I have enough friends that want to be around me on a day-to-day basis or want to talk to me on a day-to-day basis. I don't have time for that fuck shit. So my personal thing is to say, it's just to leave somebody the fuck alone. Unless he's dying, like, girl, don't be running to no fucking hospital every time he gets sick with that. Because obviously, if it was you, the situation might be a little bit different. I don't know, but just back off a little bit. Don't go every time. That's all I'm going to say. Because I'm not going to tell you to stop being friends with somebody when I don't really know if they're not a good friend to you. If he's not a good friend to you, then don't be there for him anymore. Like, fuck him. But if he's a good friend to you, but he may not be there all the time like you want him to be there for you, that's a different situation. You know what I mean? Sometimes people can be, you know, expecting so much from a person when they give so much, but it's like the person may not have it to give to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, if he is sick, I'm sure like his day-to-day life is, get the hell away, move. You messing with the camera, move. I'm sure his day-to-day life may be very tiring. He may not have the time. But if he got time for other people and ain't got time for you, when your ass running to the hospital all the time, girl, move the hell on. Don't be friends with him no more. Ain't nobody got time to be in the fucking hospital all the time when it ain't nobody like in their immediate family. Girl, child, cheese, no. Coming out. I am a freshman in high school, and around last month, I realized I was bisexual. Since then, I've been contemplating on telling my close friends, especially my guy friends. I really want to tell them, but I'm not sure how to tell them. I'm also afraid of what will happen as a result. How should I tell my friends of my sexual orientation? How should I respond to the people who have issues with it? Okay, you're asking the right person, just so you know. My advice to you, first of all, is make sure that you really want to tell people, okay? Because even though, you know, people like to say, oh, I'm bisexual. People like for people to know that about them, because you want the people that are also bisexual, you want to gravitate to those people. You want to be around like-minded people. But at the same time, in high school, I find that maybe you should wait a little while before you let everybody know that. And I feel like you should only be telling your close friends. I don't feel like it should just be everybody. I don't feel like you should be telling, you know, all of the dudes, you know, because it ain't none of their fucking business. If you don't want to deal with them, then you don't have to deal with them. You know what I mean? And as far as, you know, you're going to tell who you want to tell. So I'm just going to tell you, like, what the outcome of that may be. There may be people who feel like you're going to go to hell. There may be people who don't want to hang with you anymore. There may be people who feel like since you're bisexual, you're a slut. There may be people who feel like they're going to be able to fuck you and fuck another girl at the same time. Like, the things that come with that is people thinking that you're fucking promiscuous because you're bisexual when you probably still a virgin. So here's my thing. Be careful of who you tell. Carry yourself like a lady. You know what I mean? Or, wait. You want to tell my close... not a lady. Well, I mean, if you're a woman, because I can't tell from what I wrote down. I can't tell if you're a woman or a man. So, you know what I mean? Like, carry yourself the right way. Meaning, don't broadcast your shit to everybody, because everybody doesn't need to know, and you shouldn't have to deal with a negative outcome from people that you don't really give a fuck about. Now, being in high school, as soon as you tell one person, that shit gonna spread like wildfire. You know, so be prepared to deal with that. When I was in high school, I didn't give a fuck. I told everybody I was bisexual and didn't give a fuck how they handled it. It's important for you just to be mindful, and also toughen that skin up. Toughen that skin up, and just because people are gonna try to call you a hoe. I just want to tell you that if you're a girl, people are gonna try to call you a hoe. So I just want, you know, and if you're a dude, people are gonna be like, that nigga gay. You know what I mean? Like, I just want you to be mindful of what people will say, and if you're going to make a decision, which is a brave decision, and I'm all for it, because that's what I did. I didn't give a fuck what nobody thought, but that was me. If you're prepared to deal with that, then go ahead and tell everybody. And if anybody has something to say about it, fuck their feelings. It ain't their life. Don't worry about them. Like, if they don't want to be friends with you anymore, fuck them. You don't have to be their friend. You don't want to be friends with somebody that can't accept you for who you are anyway. And you definitely don't want a friend in 2013 that can't deal with having somebody bisexual in their circle. Get the fuck over it. Like, at this point, for real, get over it. The fact that you just found out that you was bisexual makes me kind of feel like maybe you should hold off on telling everybody. Friends with benefits. Me and my close male friend became friends with benefits, and he broke my virginity and everything. He told me that he had fell in love with this girl I don't like, but I eventually pulled it together and got over him. We barely speak and see each other now, and it still hurts me to this day. I've tried so hard to get over it, but I can't help but think we had something special, as our connection was so strong and we shared so much with each other. Do you think I should express how I feel about him despite him having a girlfriend now, or should I try and forget about him? My brain is telling me to forget about him, but it seems to be so much harder, and it's almost been a year now. Let it go. He has a girlfriend. He's not interested. If he was interested, he would have wifed you a long time ago. So I kind of feel like you need to just let that relationship go, and you need to find you somebody else. I know it is very hard, and I mean find somebody else in here, not just, you know, physically. Find somebody else in here. And also, just because somebody was so, you know, great to you in your life doesn't mean that they're supposed to be there forever. And even, like, I feel like even if y'all are going to get back together, don't you want to be with him when he wants you? And now you can stand strong and be like, look, I can take you or leave you. I love you, but if you're not going to treat me the way I want to be treated, I don't want to fuck with you. Like, that's how you need to look at relationships. You need to look at relationships like, what is this person, how does this person make me feel? Not what can they do for me, but how do they make me feel? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people go off in these relationships, fucking people, friends with benefits and all of that shit because all y'all wanted was sex. Well, duh. Now you're going to start to have feelings. Duh. Like, I don't know why people think that they can just do that and feelings are not going to get involved. Feelings always get involved, especially when it comes to females, because we can't just have sex with, you know, any and everybody a whole bunch of times, especially somebody that we're friends with and already have a connection with. We're going to develop stronger feelings. That's just only the next thing that's going to happen. So I feel like you set yourself up for the okie doke, but I think you know that. I shortened the fuck out your letter. I can't deal with y'all with these long ass letters. Stop sending me 4 and 5 paragraphs to read. Don't do that, y'all. 1 paragraph, maybe 2. But do not send me 4 or 5 paragraphs to read with a whole bunch of information that is not vital to the actual advice that I need to give. Okay? I understand y'all want me to know y'all backstory and all of that type of stuff, and that's all well and good. But I don't have time to read all of that. So please, y'all, keep it down 2 paragraphs minimum if you can. Okay? I just wanted to say that right quick. This friends with benefits thing, I just kind of feel like I know how you feel. I know how it feels to still love someone and still have feelings for someone. But you need to keep in mind, they have somebody else. They are not thinking about you. You need to get over it, okay? He is not your man anymore. He was never really your man to begin with. Like, I'm telling you like this because you need to understand that he's not thinking about you. So why are you thinking about him? That's how you have to think about it. If y'all get back together, I hope y'all don't get back together. And the reason why I say I hope y'all don't get back together is because you have to think about it like that. You can't think about it like, oh, one day he might come along and want me back. Because then you're going to be sitting up there waiting for him. And nobody wants to be sitting up there waiting for somebody that has moved on and fell in love with another girl. You need to pray about it and you need to get over it. It's just taking you a little longer than you expected. It's taking you a year. You say it's been a year since y'all stopped fucking with each other or since he got with the girl. Let me tell you something. A year is not a long time. Especially not for a relationship that was longer than a year. That's not a long time. It takes time. It really does take time to completely get somebody to the point where it doesn't hurt all the time. You know what I mean? If you love somebody, I feel like they're always going to be a part of you. You're always going to have some type of feeling towards them. But the ability to move on and be happy in another relationship comes with time. So I feel like you need to give yourself some time. Find out what you want in a relationship. Because that whole friends with benefit shit is bullshit. Okay, you're going to be friends with somebody or you're not going to be friends with somebody. You're going to fuck somebody or you're not going to fuck somebody. Like, stop trying to blur lines. Because when you blur lines, your fucking feelings get caught in the blur. And then here you are trying to figure out how to get over a motherfucker and already moved on and it's been a whole year. Get over it. Pray about it. Let it the fuck go. Seriously. Take deep breaths. When you want to cry, cry. Don't pick up no phone or call nobody. Don't text nobody. Don't be sitting up there, oh, I wonder what he's doing. Don't be Facebooking nobody. Don't stalk that shit. He got an old lady that he want to be with and you don't like her. But guess what? The reason why she don't like you is because she knew what the fuck was going on. If I was his girlfriend and knew that you was his friend and y'all was fucking, I wouldn't like your ass neither. Sorry. Like, that's the situation. You are not the girlfriend. You weren't the girlfriend. Remember that. Okay? Remember that he treated you, even though y'all were friends, he treated you like a side piece. Remember that. Do you want to be a side piece? Do you want to be, basically just put into a box? Like, oh, I don't want to marry you. I don't want to wife you. I don't want to have a relationship with you. I just want to fuck you. If that's what you want to be considered as, then go ahead and still pine over a nigga that got another person. Another woman. Like, no. If you don't want to be considered as that type of girl, then you need to go ahead and move on and find somebody that's going to put you in the number one spot. Feel me? Okay. Is he cheating? The life lesson. That's the question everybody want to know. Is he cheating? Okay, here we go. My husband and I have been together for 11 years and married for 6. We have had our share of ups and downs. Our share of ups and downs, as all couples do, but currently haven't been having sex. I think it has been about 4 or 5 months. I asked him if he's happy with me. He said he was. He actually said that he is the happiest he's been in a long time. He feels that we're in a healthy place and he is truly happy. I asked why we aren't having sex and he said he just hasn't been in the mood. I asked if it was me and he said no. He has been giving me compliments on my hair and makeup and all, something that he doesn't regularly do. Should I be worried? Cheating has never been an issue in our relationship, but I can't help but think that way. Okay. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. Just because somebody, like 4 or 5 months, that's a long time to not have sex. But I do know how day to day you can forget that that's an aspect of your relationship when y'all have a really good relationship. When you have a really good relationship with somebody, it doesn't thrive on sex alone. So y'all can be in a room with each other, chilling or doing whatever, and be comfortable, be entertained, be in love and not always want to fuck. Like, you can be, especially after you've been together for a long period of time. So I do understand that. But at the end of the day, talking about I'm just not in the mood, a man, I'm just not in the mood. 4 or 5 months, no sex. I'm just not in the mood. Child, I don't know. I feel like you need to start expecting. First of all, have a conversation. Tell him what you're feeling. We're not having sex. You may not be in the mood. This makes me think you're cheating on me. Does he have time to cheat on you? Are there times when he doesn't answer his phone and then when he comes home and you're like, well, I was calling you, why you wouldn't answer the phone? Oh, my phone was dead. Or I couldn't hear my phone. If those types of things have been happening a lot, if he goes out a lot and comes back late, like, I'm just saying, there are more than that. It has to be more signs than just that. Because the day-to-day life of 2 married people that work, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, you get up in the morning, you go to work, you come home, y'all may talk, y'all have dinner, do whatever y'all gotta do, get in the shower, and then y'all want to go to fuck to sleep. So it may not always be like, oh, I'm cheating, I'm getting pussy from somebody else, that's why I don't want yours. I know that's probably what you're thinking, but you need to ask him straight up. You need to ask him straight up, because if that's the case, if it has something to do with y'all sex life, what can you do to make y'all sex life better so that y'all will have sex together? First of all, like, if he's not cheating, that's what you need to say. Look, we're not having sex. What can I do? What do I need to do for us to be having sex again? Because when you come at a man with all the accusations, sometimes they're gonna lie to you any fucking way. So you might as well come at it from a real good, I just want the dick. place. You know what I mean? Girl, maybe you aren't being like aggressive enough. Like, grab the dick. What you mean? Like, grab the dick. Girl, take the dick. Like, what do you mean? He's your husband. Take the dick. If you want the dick, take it. If he doesn't want to give it to you, that's the issue. And if he doesn't want to give it to you, then he's not happy. He's bullshitting. Because I know happily married people don't want to have sex with one another when they're old, you know, when they're at an age. I'm guessing y'all are not too old. Y'all been married for 11 years. Y'all can still be in y'all 30s right now. So, or y'all, I say y'all probably in y'all 30s. Y'all need to have a conversation. And you need to start being detective. Meaning, pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to what he's saying. Pay attention to where he's going. Don't make it known that you're snooping. Like, don't make it known. But just pay attention. Because a lot of the times, we block things out because we don't want to recognize them. Because I'm just saying, if he's cheating, trust me, there are more signs that you probably just haven't, like, been privy to yet. So I just want you to pay attention to y'all relationship, pay attention to his schedule, pay attention to, you know, the phone, all of that type of stuff. When he gets in the shower, look in the phone. I'm just telling you. If you really want to get it on out the way, look through the text messages, look through the call log. I don't make that a habit. Actually, I never have to do that with Eric. But when I was in a relationship with a person that was cheating, I felt the need to do that. And I kind of felt the need to do that because they were cheating. So I just want to say, be prepared for what the outcome may be. If he is cheating, and if he's not cheating, then y'all need to go to a therapist or something like that to discover what the issue is about him not being in the mood to have sex. Go to a sexual therapist, a sex therapist. Google the shit. Because sometimes people just, it be hormonal. Like, sometimes it's really hormonal. It might be, you know, like difference in you know, what's going on in his body, age, all of that type of shit. Maybe feeling inadequate. Maybe having issues keeping it up and don't want you to know about it. You know what I mean? It could just be a whole bunch of things and not just be the cheating factor. So I want you to really dig in deep if you want your marriage. And obviously you do because you're writing me. So, you know, just be open-minded to what may be going on with him if he isn't cheating. And also, if he is cheating, you need to be, you know, ready to do whatever you are going to do if he is. Coast to coast love is my next letter. I don't know if it's coast to coast, but that just sounded good. Anyway, I've been seeing this guy on and off for 2 years. He went away to college, so now we are having issues with the distance. The relationship is open, and we have a lot of mutual friends who love to tell us about the other's sexual exploits. So we have decided to keep it on the down low. When we were together, I feel insecure. When we are together, I feel secure in our relationship, but the distance is making it hard. Should I stick around or not? This was not written to me exactly like this. I put it like this so it would be shortened. I hope I emailed this person and told them that they would be in my MF'N Advice tonight so they would know that it was their letter. But my advice to this person about this situation is to just keep it light and go with the flow. I think one of your other friends told you to just kind of go with the flow. And I mean go with the flow because if the distance is really the issue, then you should be able to date other people. He should be able to date other people. And y'all should just keep talking to each other. And when y'all can see each other, that's, you know, y'all see each other. That's cool. But don't put so much, don't put all of your emotion into the relationship. Don't be like, oh, one day in your head, we're going to get married. We're going to have kids. Don't do that to yourself. Just be like, we have love for one another. We enjoy each other's company when we can. But our relationship is what it is. Also, stop telling y'all friends y'all business because they sound like some messy motherfuckers. Like, want to tell you when he's fucking with somebody or he's trying to get at somebody, or tell him when you trying to get at somebody. You have said yourself that y'all both see other people. So continue to do that. Continue to do that. Like, don't stop seeing other people because he's still seeing other people. And it's obvious that he doesn't want to be in a committed relationship right away. So I think you as a woman, feeling how you feel, you need to back away. If that means that every time he calls, you don't answer every time. If that means that, you know, you just have to back off. Check your emotions. Kind of, you know, dim the lights on your emotions a little bit because I don't want you to get hurt. And I know in a situation like this, he could find him a girlfriend wherever he is. And then he'll be like, you know, I got a girlfriend. He may already have a girlfriend and you may not even know. So I just want you to go with the flow or stop fucking with him. Like, what can your heart handle? If your heart can handle, you know, dating other people, him dating other people, and y'all just getting together when y'all can, if you can deal with that, then go ahead and do that. But I just want you to be prepared that there might be another woman that he might want to be with, and it might not be you. You know what I mean? Because it sounds like to me that you're only sticking around because you're thinking that one day he's going to want to be with you. Don't live your life like that. It's your life. You should not be living your life based off of the what ifs of somebody else. It should never be, oh, whenever they decide they're ready. Fuck that shit. If we don't decide to be together, there's no conversation, okay? I'm just saying, I really feel like you need to wean off of him. Stop talking to him so much. Like, whatever you need to do to back up off of y'all relationship, go ahead and do that until y'all are at a point where y'all can really be together. Because it makes no sense for you to be, you know, being heartbroken or feeling some type of way about y'all relationship when there's nothing you can do about it anyway. So that's my advice. Back up off of that relationship. Don't stop it completely if you don't want to. But just back off it a little bit. Back off it a little bit, and when you go on dates with other people, open up your mind, open up your heart to that person. Be in the moment with that person. You know what I mean? Because I can trust me, please believe me when I tell you, when he goes out on dates, he's probably not thinking about your ass. You have to think about it like that, because you can't live your life for other people. You have to live your life for you, and you have to be happy regardless to what they decide to do. You know what I mean? You have to be happy on your own. You have to be happy alone. If you're going to be alone, you have to be happy alone. So I just kind of feel like you just need to prepare yourself for whatever the outcome may be, just like in my last letter. Because everything, I just feel like a lot of women leave these decisions up to the men or up to the other person like it's not their life. It's your life. If you want to be with him and he doesn't want to be with you the way you want to be with him, stop fucking with him. Stop making yourself available to him. So, you know what I mean? Like you said, he do him, you do you, but you obviously are getting your feelings caught up in this song. So you need to back up off it. So that's my advice. That was my last letter, you guys. I hope it was good advice for everybody. I appreciate everybody for writing me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I appreciate everybody that has been watching my channel. I appreciate everybody that writes me. Like, I really don't want y'all to think that I take y'all for granted, because I really don't. I made 8,000 subscribers this week, and I'm 2,000 away from 10,000, and I'm 100,000 views away from 1 million. And Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is coming back, so I'll make that before next month, I'm sure of it. I'm just saying, when Love and Hip Hop Atlanta come on, I just know my views gonna be like, oh. So, you know what I mean? I'm excited about that. But that's not about this. This is MF'N Advice. So I just want to say I love you all. Thank you all. I really do give all my advice with the best intentions. I pray before. I love y'all. I just really want the best for everybody. I want everybody to be okay. I want everybody to be happy. So that's where I come from when I give the advice. So yeah, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. And that was my motherfucking advice. That was my motherfucking advice. Yes. I love you all. Have a good day, or a good night, and a good weekend. And I will see y'all for Braxton Family Values sometime this weekend. So